Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Coding Hives. This is Rasina with you. So, today we are diving into a common point of confusion for many beginners in Python. That is the difference between append and extend in Python list. So, by watching this video, you will know exactly when to use each one and understand how they work with the simple exam. Okay. So, before we jump into examples, let us talk about what append and what extend actually. They are both a list methods as you know, which means they are used to add items to a list in Python, but they work a bit differently. Like append adds the argument as a single item to the end of the list. It does not matter if you give a single item or an entire list. So it treats the argument as one item. And extends, on the other hand, takes each element in its argument and adds each one separately to the end of the list. So if you give a list, it will add each item from that list one by one only. Okay. So now I will explain append with an example first. Okay. So I have a list, my list, that contains some element like 1, 2, 3. Then now I am going to append my list dot append. Then I am going to append 4 to my list. Okay. So now if I'm going to print this thing, you can see we will get output. The last element will be 4. It is appended at the end. Clear? So here we had a list called my list and with 3 items 1, 2, 3. And when we use my list dot append 4, it adds 4 as a single item to the end of the list. Okay. So we got the output as 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? Now I will do something else. Like I want my list dot append. Here I am giving this as a list. Okay, I'm not giving an individual element. I am giving a list to append with this 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? So now if I am going to print this thing, you can see here we passed list 5 and 6 into append. Instead of adding 5 and 6 separately, it treats 5 and 6 as a single item and push it at the end of the list, right? So our list now look like this. So the point is append always adds the argument as a single item even if it is a list. Okay. So now we will go for how this extend works. Okay. So for that I will copy the code here, the my list. So this is my list. Now I want to extend like my list dot extend. If I am giving the same thing like for example 4 comma 5, then we'll see what is going to happen here. Okay, any guess? You can see here it is taking each element from the list and adds to the list, right? So here we have a list with 1, 2, 3 as elements and we use my list dot extend of 4 comma 5. So instead of adding 4 comma 5 as one item, extend takes each element in 4 comma 5 and adds them individually to the list. Okay. So the result as we got here we can see in the terminal. So I will summarize the point like append adds its argument as a single element to the end of the list. So if you append a list, it treats the whole list as one item. Then extend adds each item in its argument to the list individually. If you extend a list with another list, it adds each element separately only. Okay. So I think you got a clarity what is the difference between extend and append. And if you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.